Hello everyone, welcome one, welcome all. This is a Let's Play that I have never attempted to do before, but have seen many a times on Kokoski's channel, so I thought I'd give this a shot. I'll explain it in a second. Let's boot up on DOSBox. Leisure Suit Larry in Land of the Lounge Lizards. Oh yeah. Hey, look at that, a blow-up doll. Come back! I want you! I need you! Please come back! Programmed by the famous Arlo. I believe he had his hand in a few adventure games like these. King's Quest as well? I'm not knowledgeable enough, so I don't know for sure. One thing I can tell you though, this game comes straight from my childhood, believe it or not. An age-inappropriate game that was in my childhood. I remember going down the, we had, some neighbours down the street, like a family, friends, if you will. An entire family was our family's friends. We used to hang out together on the same street all the time. And one of my memories was basically playing Leisure Suit Larry. One of my memories was playing Leisure Suit Larry with these guys, with those guys around one of those old computers. That was the new technology of the time. Warning: Leisure Suit Larry in Land of the Lounge Lizards contains some elements of plot which may not be considered appropriate for some children. Indeed. So basically, what it will do, which I consider the most asinine way of doing this. It basically has some sort of lockout system to make sure you're age appropriate. Here's what it does. First, it'll ask you your age. I'm going to lie about my age. I'm going to lie about it the first way. I'm just showing you the ins and outs of the game. We'll be playing soon. Let's pretend I'm 12. Sorry, this game can only be played by adults or with an adult, as I did. Please find an adult. Come back and try again. It's like the parental guide. It's like the M rating we have down here. You're not allowed to watch it by yourself, but it's okay if you have a parent with you. Underage maybe need to be accompanied by a guardian. Let's try that again. This time I'm going to tell the game that I'm... Oh, I don't know. Let's pretend I'm 278. I didn't put that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Well, if you say you're over 100, the game doesn't believe you. Now, it comes up with a series of questions to see if it can verify if you're indeed over 18. And see, it says, who has not been a U.S. Attorney General? It's not the game's fault. I mean, we're in 2012 as it is. But I mean, even if I was age appropriate back then, these are US related questions. See, who has not been a US Attorney General? I don't even know any of these names. John Mitchell rings a bell. The rest don't, so I'm just going to pick A. Oops, you blew that one. If you miss another, you can't possibly be 22. Yeah, because I don't understand any of these questions. John Belushi was on... That name rings a bell. He wasn't Mr. Rogers, was he? I'm going to go for Saturday Night Live because I know Saturday Night Live. Oh, I got that correct! Muhammad Ali. Oh, we all know him. He's a professional boxer. It's two I've got so far. Nice. The leader of the Nazi Germany was, well, of course, Adolf Hitler. After all, that's the man who's given trouble by Fagaline. There's a pair of Queen's beat-free douches. I think it's pronounced douches. See, that's the thing. Yes in blackjack, yes in poker, no in canister. I'll go for B. It just booted. Whoops. What the hell? Oh, there it goes. Sorry, I'm using a window recorder instead of Fraps. You're a kid. Shame on you for trying to deceive a friendly game like this. That's a gambling question. How am I supposed to know? I don't gamble. Oh, bloody hell. I'm using the program. This is a bit random, I know, but I'm using the program. What's it called? BB Flash Recorder. It's actually pretty cool. I'm just going to turn my timer off instead then. I thought I was going to need a timer for this game, but I can see how long I've been playing on this recorder, so that's cool. But yeah, see, that was a gambling question, and I had no idea because I don't gamble. I know blackjack, the basics, but no, whatever. One of my favourite things about the questionnaire is that it says someone was the first. Yeah, it uses the word Negro. Someone was the first Negro to do something in sports or something other. Right, let's get the gameplay started. A little trick I learnt with my family friends. Again, that means, you know, a whole different family with friends of our family, basically. But yeah, one little trick that I learnt from these guys was, well, put it in an age higher than 18, of course. Okay, I'm going to try and answer this question. The best pickup line is, "Hey baby, what's your sign? Want to go for a ride in my Porsche for a fat girl? You sure don't sweat much." Oh! Do you know where I can buy some Vaseline? Well, I know this game. I've beaten it once. I'm going to go for A. Oh, well, fuck you then. Which US president was not elected to office? It was President Alt X. Yes, you just hit Alt X and completely bypasses the questions. For the most part, I'm going to let these videos go up to about 15 minutes, but I'll let this go up to 20 since I've been spending the last 7 minutes just piss-farting around with the start. Just showing the ins and outs. Anyway, let's get on with the game. You are Leisure Suit Larry, and according to the storyline, you've just been booted out of your mother's house and you're still a virgin at 40. Just like the 40-year-old virgin. Now, if there's one thing I've learnt from Kokoski's playthroughs in Space Quest, the most important thing about these adventure games is how to kill your character. We have opportunities abound in this area. First, let's walk left, just for the hell of it. Oh look, Larry, you got a friend. Your friend seems to have a questionable hobby. Oh, he's left you. Larry, when are you going to learn to stay out of those dark alleys? Yeah, those black men don't like the white man too much, do they? Oh, it took my money too. Oh, check this out. This. Hey guys, you screwed up again. Dump this one down the tubes and get him another party. Oh man, this had me roaring with laughter way back when. If you die in certain ways, they'll take you to this factory and just replace you. The Sierra Adventure Team races to your rescue, dumping your worthless, leisure suit-clad Hulk into their giant bit bucket for recycling into future games. Their underground workshop is humming with activity. This is where adventures are made, not born. And there's the guy from King's Quest, Sir Graham. And there's a dragon over there too. I'm wondering if he's from King's Quest. I have to confess, Leisure Suit Larry was pretty much one of only 2 adventure games I'd ever played in my youth. Oh, I didn't read that, but it basically just says the commander just replaces your body, yada yada yada. And I don't know for sure, but I think your adventure just starts over after you just get dumped down here, so might as well just keep saving and loading. With your new body and ego, you are returned to fight again the battles of lost wages. Now that you know what we have to go through, every time you press that restart key. The game just belittles you, doesn't it? Alright, back outside Lefty's bar. Looks nice from the outside, I guess. Let's use the look function. You are outside Lefty's bar. Isn't it wonderful what can be done with a little neon? Yes, Bugs Bunny would know. So would Muggsy. There is a sign on that utility pole. Let's look sign. Taxi stand. Oh, I love that Leisure Larry theme, even if it's just PC speakers. Shall we go inside? Ooh, a mat. Look, mat. Welcome. Hey, maybe there's something under the mat. Amazed by your own cleverness, you lift the mat and discover... absolutely nothing! What did you expect? A key? Well, bugger off! God, I had a moment of brilliance and you just had to ruin it for me, game, didn't you? Bugger you. Well, what else can we do? Go inside this bar. Let's open the door. Okay. Ooh, well, this looks alright. What does Larry think? Let's look. This is the sleaziest bar you've ever been in, and you've been in quite a few. Yes, it's a very dirty, grotty bar, and there'll be more evidence of that as we go along. So, we've got a man talking a woman's ear off, and a couple of other drunk losers. Let's talk to the lady here, shall we? Let's see what Larry can do. Alright, let's look at her first. She may not be a great looker, but think of the muscles in that leg. Well, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that if you prefer the Amazonian type of women, where women are the warriors and the men are pussies. Shall we try talking to her? Talk, lady. Actually, we'll talk to her in a little bit. For now, let's get acquainted with this bar. Let's sit down on the stool. Let's talk to Lefty. What have you got to say, Lefty? You greet the bartender. Well, it be, Lefty responds. Whiskey, wine, or beer? Yeah, I'm making up the voices as I go along. Let's start with a good old-fashioned mug of beer. Give me a mug of beer, you order, Lefty. Blah, 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 blah. And there stood the pig and the cow. Har, har! Well, can we talk back to him? That'll be $3, please. You flip $3 onto the counter. Yes, you have money in this game too, by the way. You down the beer in your pseudo-macho style and slam the mug back down on the bar. Like that. Whoa, that shook the whole room. Suddenly, you feel a little woozy. Larry, you lightweight. You give me some 5% alcohol beer, and it takes like 4 or 5 for me to start feeling woozy. Well, okay, maybe 3 or 4. Let's see. So we've had a beer. Let's order a wine. May I please have a glass of your delicate white Zinfandel, sir? You ask Lefty. Hey, was that your voice? Indeed it was. We're going to have a wine in a second. That would be $3, please. Gee, these are definitely reasonable prices for beer and wine. Unless it's awfully cheap stuff like Budweiser and some cheap-ass wine. You flip $3 onto the counter. Again. You delicately sip the wine until it's gone. Impressive, Larry. You tell Lefty, I find this impudent and sassy, with the slightest hint of impertinence. I don't know what impudent and impertinence mean, and Larry's talking in a very strange manner. He gazes at you longingly and moistens his lips. Larry? You might want to watch your words. I think Lefty just got turned on. Okay. This one tastes even better than the last. One more sounds like a good idea. Well, blah 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 blah. You idiot! I said posse! Right. Ha ha! Let me explain this guy. Let's talk back to him. Talk, man. He has nothing to say, but says it continuously. Yeah, it reminds me of one of my neighbours, doesn't it? He's a complete fool. Okay. Hey, I know. Can we order rum? Perhaps? Oh, sorry. We don't sell them sissy drinks here, says Lefty. We got whiskey, wine, and beer. What do you want? Well, bugger you, Lefty. I'm drinking wine. I'm drinking rum and coke myself, so ha! Fuck you and your opinion on rum. Alright. Let's order whiskey. I'll have a glass of your fine, well, whiskey, you tell Lefty. Let's just, blah, 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 blah. There goes my neighbour again. We aren't coming back this way, aren't we? Ha ha! God, he must be drunk off his ass. That's not your boyfriend, is it, Amazonian woman? $3 again. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go. Precariously balanced in an open shot glass. Well, that's very strange behaviour, but if that's what makes you happy, Larry, that makes you as happy as Larry. Believe it or not, that just earned us our first point of the game. Yes, for those who might not be quite familiar with adventure games, you have a certain amount of points you can score. You don't need all of them to finish the game, but it kind of encourages just exploring and looking around for the most part. So, that's always nice. I got an idea. I gotta do this before the video ends. Let's have some mugs of beer real quick. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's funny. I forgot to show the other way to die outside the bar, so I'll do that soon too. Alright. So yeah, he's just had another mug of beer. Let's have one more. That's your game going. It's funny when he gets off the stool. Stool. It's just going around in circles. What about, like, your life? Look. Moose. It's an antique left over from King's Quest III. Oh, wow. So, this game was obviously made after a few King's Quest games. I tried the first King's Quest, actually, by the way, after finishing this, and I don't know if I'd do that for a Let's Play unless people are interested, but I definitely might do other such games. Just think of the money saved. Ha ha, whatever. Fuck you. No one likes you. Look, men. They're just sitting at the bar, drinking their livers into oblivion. Yes, of course. Let's stand. You feel a little light-headed. Ah! Help! I can't move properly! What's going on? It's okay, folks. Everything's under control. He's just a little drunk. He's a complete lightweight compared to Leonard from Redneck Rampage. He's a bad dancer. Oh, come on. Cut it out already. You can't be that drunk, can you, after just a... You lightweight. Shaking your head, you clear away the cobwebs and are able to once again walk in your standard Studley style. Oh yeah, if that's what you consider Studley, you dork. Look... Oh, not Coke. Look. Music box? You see nothing special. Well, our 20 minutes are almost up, so when we come back, we're going to go into that hallway and look around a little bit. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.